Being in the fire service itself, we are exposed to abnormal situations whereby maybe the general public wouldn't be exposed to. And that's a choice ultimately that we decided to take when you join as a firefighter. The thing itself is the number of times you are actually exposed to those situations and how you deal with them. And just because we wear a uniform and we put on our PPE to protect ourselves from heat and danger and try and keep ourselves safe, we may be perceived possibly as heroes while we're at work. You're still just a human being. When you go home and you take that cape off, and when you suddenly have that vulnerability, that's when it really starts to be upsetting. TRiM is trauma risk management. It is a conversation held peer-to-peer, completely confidential, and it's held between two people following a tragic incident or an abnormal incident. And the whole idea around it is just to really normalise what the actual person has been through. So although we refer to normal, for me, there's nothing normal about any of these situations we go to. It's just actually how you deal with it as an individual and what touches you and what doesn't touch you. One of the real parts of it is just kind of getting people to actually kind of go, you know what, it's all right to be feeling this way, be feeling hurt by actually some of the things they've been exposed to. There have been incident types that I've been to before where I've actually gone home afterwards, sat down, and it's only been at that point really where I've actually started thinking through the whole incident from start to finish. And that's where I've really found that it starts to get upsetting or uncomfortable. The particular incident for myself involved a dad of young children, and I'm a dad of young children. So then suddenly looking at my own children thinking, okay, and trying to normalise and rationalise those emotions I was feeling and actually kind of think, okay, so that wasn't me. I'm here and I've still got my kids, and almost the guilt that came with that. The briefings themselves are arranged with the crews who actually attended the incident. Now this may be one station, could be two, three, multiple stations. We try and bring everybody together, put them actually in a room, and actually as a group have a conversation whereby I'd introduce myself, explain my role as a TRiM practitioner and what we do, give a bit of background behind the actual TRiM methodology and the experience and the history behind it and why we actually are where we are. Part of the briefing itself does include some advice that we would actually offer. That advice could include not drinking heavily, still remaining active, speaking to family members, doing everything that they would have done prior to the actual event itself, because that will actually just help them. So we would talk a little bit around emotions, what they may be experiencing, what they are likely to actually experience. And the whole idea is really just trying to break down this barrier regarding mental health and wellness, and just trying to let them know it's absolutely fine to actually talk, have that conversation. You are able to self-refer as part of the TRiM process. What this requires is you just to send an email to mailbox TRiM request. You will then be assigned a TRiM practitioner 3 to 5 days after the incident, who will then make contact with you and come and meet with you, sit down, have a conversation. It's non-clinical, and it just helps to talk through and rationalise the experience and the incident you've been through. So yeah, there's definitely benefits to going through the TRiM process.